Hello and welcome to another recording of my for my channel for STO or Star Trek Online. They've finalised the last two characters will be Lita and Rom. So Rom is the new Grand Nagus and Lita is his wife, Ferengi and Bajoran. She has played the holographic version of her younger self from Deep Space Nine and also the Mirror Universe version of her where I think she's the new Intendant or that level of power. And she was starting the invasions into our universe. So let's go through the characters. There seem to be quite a few Ferengis. There's Quark, Brunt, Liquidator Brunt. I'm not sure if he's been promoted or has a different job, but that was Liquidator Brunt in Deep Space Nine. Rom and his son Norg, who is now a Starfleet captain. His wife Lita is a Bajoran. Bajoran liaison officer Kira Nerys. She got promoted at the end of the series, but I can't remember what it was. Odo obviously comes back because of he was in the Gamma Quadrant, so obviously this is going to be a Gamma Quadrant expansion, I think, just because he was placed there, so obviously he's coming back. Wayun was in Alpha and Gamma Quadrant, so it could be anything, but Wayun and Brunt are played by the same voice actor, so that's going to be very interesting. We got the female Dominion leader. I'm not sure if there's leaders per se, but she was the main contact between the Dominion and the Federation. We got Garak. I reckon he was one of the best characters ever. He should have had his own spin-off. He was awesome. And Dr. Bashir. So we got quite a few of the casts from the Deep Space Nine series, a lot of the originals, the main cast and some background cast. Also Gowron? Not Gowron, what's his name? Matok. Damn it! So many names to remember. So many years ago that I've had a chance to watch it. I was actually going to start watching them again, but I thought I'd just do a quick video of this to show that there is they've actually finalised all the voice actors. And who knows, there's a few more months left. They might actually add another voice actor or two, or probably the same character doing a different, like Jeffrey Combs is doing two voices. Maybe some of these will do two voices. But yeah, then I do a quick video on this showing you that come this June, this is all set, all ready to go. They've only got to upload the expansion and we can start playing it come June. So, this is pretty much just a video on STO. I'm hoping people will watch this before June, give me an idea of what they want me to do for the playthroughs. I'm hoping I'll get at least one subscriber that will be happy to watch it. Again, I'm pretty new. I might not be as good as some of the others out there, but you know, the more I do, the better I'll get, I hope. I'm hoping that the more I do, the better I get, the more people watching. The more requests I get, the better I can do an in-depth video on a specific function. So, like when I start, I will be going through the new character and creating a Jem'Hadar or Dominion or whatever they want to call it faction. So you got two Starfleet factions: the original series, which is a temporal anomaly faction, Starfleet, Romulan, and Klingon, and then they'll have a Jem'Hadar. For each of these factions, you've got a class of engineer, science, or tactical. And again, once we get to the expansion, I'll go through all of that and do a complete walkthrough of creating a character. I'm pretty much just going to go for Jem'Hadar straight off the bat and just start the game, but we'll just go through the options. And then if I get more requests, I will actually do a walkthrough with other races. But it's pretty much the same sort of walkthrough, you just got to change the look to suit what you want. These are all the characters. Basically you start off blank and you just create one and that's how you get there. And I've got 9 or 12 here. Alright, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How do I end up with 11? I'm going to have to go through all that and recheck it. I've got, you can see the Klingon, the Romulan, Federation, original Federation. This is my main character, the one I started off with, Science Officer Federation. Thought that's the main canon of Star Trek, is to be science Federation, and then after I got him leveled up to 60, oh sorry, it was 50 back then, I started a Klingon. I think I got them up to 50, and then I did a few more Federations, got them up to 50. Then the expansion came out for the Romulans, and I did one of each for each science, tactical, and science, engineering. So the videos I want to do is I'll click on every single tab basically just to go through the beginning of what they all do. So you got the tab up here, you got these all linked to this, and this will go through and explain the tabs. And I'll try to keep the video short, so I might just do like this top corner first, go through the benefits of each level from cadet to lieutenant to fleet admiral. I'm not sure if they're going to have some sort of different. Well, I don't think they're anything above admiral, so they might just expand admiral out and then put fleet admiral at 65. I guess I'm not sure if they're going to give it a new level, a new name. Probably just expand it out a little. So we'll go through all that. We'll go through the commendations. This is also, for the most part, in the overview. You can see here all that there. You click on it and you get the 4. So the not that one. Sorry, this one. Commendation is all here. So I'll skip that when I get to this one because the overview is just basically what all these add up to. Then I'll go through the tabs, which are quite simple here, straightforward, and all of these tabs are straightforward. So I'll probably do a video on these tabs, these 4, and then these 6 in 1. That's 10. And then these tabs, well, the Z store will probably be a video of its own, and then I'll go through and try to see how I can do as much as possible in each of these. This one is an in-game thing, so this might be connected to these. Again, I'll see how I go after about half an hour of explaining things, and then we'll get into whether or not the video should be expanded out or we just stop with that. These 4 are pretty straightforward, so that's going to be a quick one. This has quite a few tabs in it on its own. This could be a video on its own. Self-explanatory, and then this isn't really gameplay as much as it is setting up your own options within the game so you can have your own gameplay experience. You've got the Z store, the dilithium store, your crew missions, in-game missions, and your fleet. And then again, this is all about playing your own way. All of this will be explained when I do a bridge officer explanation of all the tags here. That will explain what is happening down here. There are different tabs, one for space and then one for ground. So this will change from space to ground when you do your swap arounds. Explain weapon use on ships, how to equip them. It's pretty straightforward, but you know, if you're new to the game, you probably want to know what you need to do. But I think for new players, there are tutorials to go through. But if you want to skip the tutorials and just quickly get into it, I can do a quick setup video for you, and by request, obviously. But I do plan on doing a tab video on each of these just before June, so just before the expansion. So when they have a release date, a week or two before that, I'll do a tab explanation. With that, we'll go into episodes. I'll explain what they are, but we won't actually do anything until the gameplay, in which case I'll go through all the episodes in order and play the game through on that faction. My guess would be that the first 2 or 3 would be race specific, and the rest will just be a continuation of the storylines. There's a Romulan war for the Romulans, and I think the Klingon war might be a Federation thing as well. So the Wasteland onwards, I think, is a episode story arc that goes through all the different factions. And again, there's something we can go through. More than happy to go through a Federation, Klingon, Romulan, and Jem'Hadar faction and show you the differences and the similarities between them. Really, the only difference is, I think, the beginning story arc that gets you from cadet to the ship, to commanding your own ship as a cadet. That's the only difference. Everything else is pretty much the same. But again, I'm more than happy to start off a new character, do the first story mission, after that, I think just one playthrough for the story missions should be enough because all the stories are the same. You just got different characters playing the roles. Yeah, just want to make this video short and sweet, let you know what I have planned for June. I'm pretty sure there are other more seasoned vloggers out there that have a more detailed explanation for you, but can't get more detailed then I'm just going to go through the tabs and explain what they do. Hopefully a week or two before the release. Then once the release comes out for the new expansion, I'll do a playthrough of the Jem'Hadar. Maybe the week leading up, I will do the first mission of each faction. Federation, actually even the Temporal Federation one is a different beginning to the Federation of the future. But once we get to the episodes, you'll see that one from New Frontiers, which is the last one, to Wasteland, I think are all the same, but it's just that first one that's different. This one is the latest episode release, which is a featured episode. You can see we need to be level 10, so they're going to throw this. Let's have a look. Level 1. Okay, so it's going to be somewhere at the beginning of the game. You can see here level 10 is smack bam in the middle of the first story arc. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go through all these. The featured episode should change into an episode that gets shuffled into the episodes, and then a new feature episode should arrive by the time the Jem'Hadar arrive. That should be the featured episode should be the latest story arc in the game. So if you have any questions, any comments, any suggestions, any videos you want me to do on a specific race or tab, I'm more than happy to do them. I'm going to get to them eventually, but if you want a more detailed explanation, say your favourite race is the Dominion, or faction is the Dominion, I'm more than happy to try to get as much detail on them as possible and do a background story arc on them. Basically, all you have to do is rewatch Deep Space Nine and you'll get that. Not really sure what else to add to this video, but just trying to make it short and sweet and give you an idea of what I've got planned. Okay, so just to end my videos the same way, these are the gaming platforms I have available to use. I'm more than happy to try different platforms, and these are the games I have available to play at the moment. Again, I'm more than happy to try different games, but it does cost money to buy the games, and you might have to wait a while for me to be able to afford it. But if you have any comments, please leave them below. Just ask that you keep it civil in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.